What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to talk about the good old Nikon D40. This was my first Nikon DSLR I've ever held in my hands. And it's going to be one I'm going to keep for a long time. The Nikon D40 was released way back in March of 2009. And I do remember going to the Ritz camera store at the Mall of America to get this camera with my dad. So comment below if you remember your Ritz camera store, because that store is not here anymore, at least in Minnesota. And when we were there, I clearly remember the Ritz employee selling us stuff for, accessories like the lens cover and camera bags and such like that. But my dad was already a photography hobbyist, so he kind of knew what he wanted, and all he wanted was just a kit lens. So we got the Nikon D40 with the 18 to 55, and I think it was a 4GB memory card. Anyways, back to the camera. The Nikon D40 has a 6 megapixel APS-C sensor. It is a CCD, and the ISO ranges from 200, 400, 800, 1600, and a boost up to 3200. We'll come back to the ISO performance soon. The D40 only has 3 autofocus points. Yes, 3. And guess the continuous max shutter speed on this thing too. You guessed it, 3. No, I'm just kidding. It only has 2.5 max continuous shooting speed. I can't really tell if it's 2.5 or 3 because I've been using my Z6 and D700. But then again, when I'm using this, it does really feel about 2.5 or 3 FPS. And it's one of the reasons why I love using this camera, because, you're not snapping away and spraying and praying. You're not doing that with this camera. If you're a sports photographer or trying to capture fast-moving subjects, this camera is probably not for you. And like I said earlier, it is an entry-level camera, so you're not going to find quick settings on it. For example, if I'm switching the ISO, I have to go back into the menu, change the ISO, and then go back taking photos. It's not bothersome to me, but when I was starting to learn this camera, it was. But it is still an excellent way to learn the ISO, shutter speed, and aperture with this camera. And I just want to ask too, if you figured out a way how to adjust the ISO without going back to the menu on the D40, please let me know in the comments below, because I really want to figure that out too. One of the cool things about the Nikon D40 too is I can utilize all the Nikon f-mount lenses. You can use the Nikon D lenses on it, like the 50-1.4D, but it won't autofocus just because the Nikon D40 does not have an autofocus screw like the Nikon D700 does or the Nikon D7000. It does not have an autofocus screw, so you won't be able to autofocus with those D lenses. But you can use it in manual mode. And one of the cool things about the D40 is if you do find a Nikon lens that has AFS written on it, like my 80-200 2.8 AFS lens, you can use that lens on the D40, which is cool because you can use the older AFS lenses on this camera. Right now, I even just have the 35mm 1.8G DX lens just because it's one I prefer when I'm going out to take pictures. But if you have a lens that you like using on your D40, comment below too and let me know. I'll also have links on where you can buy the 35 1.8G DX in the description below. And just talking about the image quality, these images here just goes to show you how well it can perform with the right lenses and settings. In these photos, I used the Nikon 50mm 1.2 AIS, the 35, 50, and 85 1.8G. And all the images turned out quite sharp as well. And for low light, it does really depend on how much light you get to work with too. So it's really hard to say how well it performs, but obviously the D40 is old, so it's not going to be the best compared to like the Nikon D5600, but for its age, it's not bad. And just looking at these images, even at ISO 800, it gives you that grain, but for some reason, in my eyes, that ISO grain gives you that really authentic grainy film. But I don't know if that's just me, but I really like this grain that's coming out from the D40. So in 2023 and so on, do I still think that Nikon D40 is still a good camera, or is it obsolete? I don't think it's quite obsolete yet, just because of the amount of Nikon lenses you can use with it. And like I keep saying, it's an awesome camera to start out with, especially if you're beginning to start with photography, or you know someone that wants to start photography and you don't want to spend over $500 on one. You can find a used Nikon D40 for a pretty reasonable price, especially if it's still in really good condition. So if you have a Nikon D40, please comment below and let me know what you think about it. I'm gonna keep my D40 until the shutters max out. I don't know when that is, but supposedly it's around 100,000 shutters. I have this one at about 30,000 shutters now. And if you're skeptical about the D40 for portraits, I did do a video on portraits with the D40, and you can check the video out right here. And like I said, I really appreciate you all watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about the Nikon D40, comment below and let me know, and I'll try my best to help out with those questions that you have. Again, thanks for watching, everyone.